Sudan is full of wide range of natural ecosystems and biodiversity. However, excessive and overexploitation of these resources, in addition to the removal of large parts of the forests, which is a shelter for wildlife, have led to ecological imbalance and damage to the weak and fragile environment. So, it was necessary to adopt sustainable land and water management practices by promoting community management practices to restore and protect the ecosystems, and to develop effective plans for the management of natural resources. Sudan's Sustainable Natural Resources Management Project is one of the Great Green Wall Initiative projects. The length of the Great Green Wall is 67 and 20 kilometers, with 15 kilometers width, extending from Dakar in West Africa to Djibouti in East Africa. The project was launched on the 13th of August 2014 with the participation of all relevant ministers and ministries, the World Bank, the project partner, and the states in which the project is going to be implemented. The project development objective is to increase the adoption of sustainable land and water management practices in targeted landscapes. Community is a key element in the implementation mechanism, with the consideration of gender. The beneficiaries of the project are 7,000 families, and the percentage of women's participation is expected to reach 35%. The project has three main national partners that implements its activities. The project activities cover 18 villages in the Jazeera state. 5 villages were chosen, which are Wad Musa, Wad Araki, Taibin, Al-Shanatir, and Taiba Muhammad Al-Lamin. In Kassala state, in 4 villages, which are Maman, Tihdai, Tilkuk, and El Atiyut. In White Nile state, the sustainable land and water management practices were implemented in 9 villages, which are Al Barasha, Al Shigegat villages, Mabruka, Wad Dajjadawi, Al Hamaraya, and Al Migrenat. Village development committees were formed in all targeted villages, and these were upgraded to Natural Resources Management Team. Also, the Committee for Women was formed in White Nile State. The project has prepared 5 studies, which were institutional capacity building, support to policy framework, information and knowledge management, miscarriage control and management, integrated land management plan. The expected outcome from this component is to improve national and institutional capacity, to promote a wider adoption of community-based sustainable land and water management practices for the restoration and protection of targeted ecosystems and development of effective natural resources management plans in the targeted committees. Implementation of this component activities began with the selection of 2 forests in the targeted states, which is Tihdai Forest in Kassala State, and it was reserved by the project in an area of 2,400 hectares, and Wad Bugul Forest in Jazeera State in an area of 15,000 hectares. 10,000 hectares of this forest was rehabilitated so far in the targeted states during the years 2015 and 2016. The rehabilitated areas represent 56% of the total targeted area, which is 17,400 hectares. All activities were done with the participation of local communities. Among the forest activities that were implemented in Shigeg Al-Jaliyin belt, by planting 4,000 seedlings of sayal in a length of 800 meters and 200 meters width. Kassala Central Nursery and SLWM Nursery were rehabilitated to produce seedlings. 2 camps were established in Jazeera and Kassala State, in addition to 4 sub-camps in Jazeera State and 3 other in Kassala State, and equipped with solar and wireless network in Jazeera. 5 forests with an area of 17,000 feda were demarcated with 41 stone in White Nile State. The process of rehabilitating grazing land by the project started by purchasing 13.5 tons of pasture seeds. The interest of the local authorities and communities by the project was manifested in the participation of the communities in the implementation of these activities. Other rangeland activities that were implemented so far included demarcation of animal routes in order to empower peaceful coexistence between farmers and pastoralists and promote participatory management of natural resources for optimal and equitable use, and establishment of 2 enclosures in White Nile State, each with an area of 4.2 hectares, and 1 other in Jazeera State. Due to the importance of biodiversity and wildlife in maintaining ecological balance, the project conducted an assessment study of wildlife in the 3 states. The project also carried out surveys including studies of birds, mammals, fish, pasture, and socio-economic survey in order to announce as a wetland protected area under the Ramsar Convention. Also, a program of awareness about wildlife in all Kassala State targeted villages was conducted to enable communities to manage and protect and preserve the wildlife. The project designed an energy alternatives plan and developed a program of awareness raising about the importance of natural resources and ways of utilizing it effectively and efficiently, by training the communities on manufacturing improved stoves, which reduces about 13 to 14% of the fuel consumption. Also, 5 stable stoves were constructed aiming at management of women works. Also, the project trained the community on food processing. 3 water stations were rehabilitated in White Nile State, 2 wells were drilled in Kassala State, and geophysical studies were completed in Jazeera. The project distributed improved seeds to farmers and established demonstration farms in the collaboration with Agricultural Research Corporation in Jazeera and White Nile States. Literacy is an essential element to achieve social and human development due to its ability to improve the lives of individuals, and since it's a tool that allows communities to improve their health conditions and increase their incomes and strengthen their relationships with the world around them. The project established 6 literacy classes, 3 for women, 2 for men, and 1 for children in Jazeera State after training and qualifying 6 teachers.